Hey guys, Slightly Vegan Souls here, the one among many, and welcome to another update of my vegan challenge, I guess. So it has been over a week, and I guess I'm here at school again, as you can see with the room behind me, just giving you guys an update on how my life has been, how everything's been going for me since my last video, which was my 3 week mark, and I guess. Today's Friday, so yesterday would have been my 5 week mark. And Thursday, the day before my birthday, was the 4 week mark. So I have been perfectly vegan since I started. So 5 weeks perfectly vegan, not necessarily healthy vegan. That's what I'm trying to focus on now is just fruits, vegetables, maybe like some rice, potatoes, stuff like that, but no like junk, no more. I'm trying to like not eat so much like vegan sloppy joes, vegan pizza, any of those things. But I'm really proud of myself that I've made it this far. I remember when my mom forever ago was trying to be vegan, and I wasn't even a vegetarian yet, and I was like, I would never be vegan. I would never even try to be vegan. Like that's so over dramatic, so ridiculous. Who would ever do that? And now here I am, like I'm the token kid in school with a binder or like a notebook, vegan planner that has like little PETA sticker on it and little cute animal stickers. And they say like there's one that has like a chicken that says, "I am not a nugget," and it makes me laugh whenever I see it. I never thought I would be that kid, and I am. Um, and so I guess mostly I'm not really gonna talk about just being vegan in general, but I just was gonna talk about how my birthday went and how being vegan worked with that. So I had an absolute blast. I think this was my favorite birthday I've ever had. So on Wednesday or Thursday, I think it was Wednesday, I invited, during spring break, I invited a bunch of my friends over. Not a bunch, a few of my friends, but a few of my friends over, like six or so. And we just played board games, played video games, watched gory and stupid movies like The ABCs of Death, which was really funny sometimes and really gruesome at others. And then there's another one that was like VHS or something like that. There was just like a bunch of different pieces of footage from like Dez put together or something like that. They were both ridiculous movies. But we stayed up and watched those. Everyone ate junk food. We like played a lot of Smash Bros, the new Smash. And just had a blast. And for food, I figured usually like last year I think when I was being vegetarian, I would have served vegetarian food, or I would have served non-vegetarian food and just not had any, or even just like how my personality used to be, I would have served non-vegan food and then just not eaten any of the non-vegan food. But this time we actually made vegan food. We went and got a bunch of mix or a bunch of the Gardein. I have the packages saved in my room so I can show you guys sometime. But it's like the Gardein meatballs, and you just like mash them together and cook them until you get like the ground up meat for sloppy joes. But we got like 3 packages of that and a bunch of sloppy joe mix. We got some French fries. My mom got the same Gardein for filet o fish, or not filet o fish, sorry, for fish and chips, which is also really good. We got some soda. Everything we got was vegan, not like perfect vegan, not it had sugar in it, which some vegans don't have sugar. But nothing like honey or mayonnaise or anything like that. We found a mayonnaise substitute to make fry sauce. Obviously, the sloppy joes are vegan. We got buns that were vegan. Um, so it wasn't the healthiest birthday, but it was a lot of fun. Um, and then after that, I just had a whole day to myself, like to go and just like clean up the house, run errands with my mom, and then I went with my family out to PF Chang's for my dinner, for my 18th birthday dinner, and I have not had that much fun in a long time. I think everybody knows what it's like when you just sit down together with your family and friends and just like talk about old memories, just talk about when you were a kid and all the different like various amounts of trouble that you got into. That's a lot of what we talked about was just memories. Like, oh, I remember when me and you used to fight, or me and you used to like. Remember that one time when we did this and got in trouble? Remember that time when like we hated each other when we were younger, or Or that one time you threw that big party and got in trouble, and we would just talk about stories from when we were younger and laughed so hard. I haven't laughed that hard in the longest time and felt that happy. I mean, it was an amazing feeling being around all my family and like my best friends. Um, and the food I ate there was vegan too. I had at PF Chang's, I had the something eggplant, the fried eggplant or something like that. And usually I like eggplant like cooked through, and there were some bits of it that were cooked through, so it was like the texture of cooked eggplant. But most of it was really slippery, kind of like slippery and tasted kind of fishy. It was weird, so I didn't really like it. Um, but my mom had the coconut curry rice or something like that, maybe just coconut curry. And then they also had the mafa tofu. I think it was mafa or mapo tofu, which I need to try sometime when I go there. And when everyone was having dessert, I had fruit, and I didn't feel like I was missing out in any way. Beforehand, I would have been like, "Oh, that ice cream looks so good. I wish I could have some," or "Oh, like kung pao chicken or orange chicken. I wish I could have it." And it's amazing how once you go for long enough being vegan, you stop. And this is something you should do anyways, even if you're just starting, so that you can just learn to not feel that resentment towards food almost. But you just start looking at things not as what you can't have, but what you can have. I was perfectly happy with my food, and it's getting to the point now where I look at someone else's food and I think like, ew, dead animal. And it really registers in my brain like, ew, dead animal, not, oh, that looks good, like, ew, something was killed for that. Or I'll say something and think of something vegan that's similar, that I'll be like, oh, that sounds so good, like the vegan version. And even just recently I saw someone eating like little bits of steak or meat or something, and I was like, oh, tofu. Because my mom and at first, when we first bought tofu, couldn't cook it at all. But we've gotten better and better and watched recipe after recipe and tutorial after tutorial, and slowly gotten better at cooking tofu. And I love it now. It's one of my favorite things to make for lunch ever. Um, and even beyond that, just having the energy that I have now. I've been getting up this as of this week. Today's Friday. 4 out of 5 days this week, because yesterday we didn't. 4 out of 5 days this week, we've gotten up at 4 in the morning and gotten to the gym by 4:30 and worked out, and then I come home and get ready for the school day, and I'm here early. On the way I used to be before I became vegan, I would wake up at 7:20 or 7:30 and leave the house by 7:40. And if I left any later than 7:40, I'd be late. And I'd be tired all day, and now I'm like awake and alive, and I can make all my food. I have this big as shit lunchbox that has two different like bento boxes inside that I pack with food. One with my school lunch, and another with after I'm done with school, I go to an internship for graphic design. So I go there and I have that second lunch for there. And they're like small bento boxes, like the one's this big and that tall, and another one's that tall and that big. So and then I've also gotten in the habit of eating breakfast. I used to never ever eat breakfast. I grew up like thinking that like South Americans a lot didn't eat breakfast. It wasn't as big a thing as it is here. So I was like, I want to be like all South American. And all growing up, I never ever ate breakfast and like couldn't stomach it. And now just like slowly I've been like kind of making myself like drink some smoothies in the morning. And then now, or eat some fruit and drink some like fruit smoothies, because I know that like fruit helps slicken up your digestive tract in the morning. Um, and then like lately I've been incorporating some just plain oatmeal with some bananas cut into it. And then more recently, just because I don't like the plain just like oats. I used to put milk or like sugar or something in my oatmeal. I have my little matzapans that I would eat, my little de la rosas. And instead of eating them by themselves later on, I break them up into my oatmeal. So then it's like peanut butter banana oatmeal, which is really, really good. But like I said, I wasn't going to talk about my whole food day or what I eat throughout the day for food, like I just said, or or school or anything like that. I was planning on just talking about my birthday and everything, which went phenomenally. So I am so happy. And if there's anything I want to let other people know, it's that you're not going to miss out on anything in a vegan lifestyle outside of murder. You're not going to you're going to have to miss out on the murder. Because honestly, I mean, when you first start going vegan, or when I would first start going vegan, I would just think like, I'm never going to be able to have this food again, or I'm never going to be able to drink this again, or I'm never going to be able to partake in that again. And it's not, it's, you can't think of things that way. Like you can't, you're never going to be able to, well, you obviously you're going to be able to, you're just choosing not to, but you're never going to be able to participate in that particular act. Like, yes, I am never going to have a regular sloppy Joe again. Am I never going to have sloppy Joes again? Obviously not, because I eat them all the time. Am I never going to be able to have cheese again? Not from dairy cows, I'm not, but cheese substitutes, yes, I can have those. And when I was first starting this, I was just focused on not necessarily health, but just vegan. Like that's all I care about, and that's what most people should care about when they first start going vegan. Is don't do it for the health at first, do it for the animals, and just focus on vegan foods that taste good, like sloppy joes and cheese and pizzas and all of that stuff. And once you get it through your head that you're not eating animals anymore, then start incorporating healthy foods, and then start eating healthier, and then start doing like gym and all of that stuff, or just do it all right off the bat. I mean, maybe that's the kind of person my mom is. I mean, maybe you're an all or nothing person. Just go from like fat, lazy at home, do nothing, to go to the gym, eat perfectly healthy, and don't eat anything bad, and just stay active all day. I wasn't really that type of person. My mom is that type of person. I mean, she quit drinking cold turkey, quit smoking cold turkey, became vegan, not cold turkey, as in like no turkey. But she's just like that, you know. She just goes from like nothing to all of it all at once. Whereas me, it's like, well, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna incorporate this, and then yay, hey, I'm there. But I'm there, and I'm happy now, you know, because I know that my life is gonna be different. And even if I like feel self-conscious about my weight in the future, or don't lose weight or anything like that I also want to do like a normal human being, I'll still be happy that I'm not killing animals and being fat. That's what's important to me. Anyways, guys, I don't want this to get too long like I always do. I just wanted to give you guys an update. Hopefully coming here soon, I'll do some better quality videos and some educational videos, you know, because the channels that I really like, the channels that inspire me, are the channels that teach me something. The channels that I can watch for informational things, like Bite Size Vegan, how she has like different analyses of different topics about veganism, and teaches people things in 5 minutes or less they didn't know beforehand. Or Shell123E, who has disappeared off the face of the earth but has phenomenal videos. Or Freely the Banana Girl, or any of those people. So hopefully soon. Like I said, I'm in school, so interruptions happen. Anyways, we're like Freely the Banana Girl, who does videos all the time and is phenomenal. I do like blogging. I do like talking about my journey so far, and my experience, and how this is making me feel, which is phenomenal. But I think what's even more touching to other people than that, what really gets people in and gets them to understand the message, is educational stuff, educational videos, and things that really tug at your heartstrings. So I'm gonna start working on that kind of stuff soon, and hopefully I'll start uploading my other channels sometime in the next year. I'll try not to let a whole year go by before I do that. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe at any time, leave any comments, questions, concerns. I love to read comments, and I will address questions in videos, all of that stuff. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I'm Sightly Vegan Souls, the one among many, and I will see you in the next video.